Okay, here's a look at my collection of the Legend Scaled Ironhide. So here's just a quick look at them. Here's New Age's first version, their second version, Magic Square, and Mech Planet Hot Soldiers, which I believe was the very first Legends Ironhide that was made. So let's take a closer look at them and appreciate what they were making at that time. It's a nicely sculpted head, and it's not really cartoon accurate. You know, like the hips there doesn't have that diamond shape. The thighs, they just kind of added their own design there, which was typical at that time. This was before the Hypertune and before the quality of the figures like Magic Square. So that's why you got like the vehicle on his forearm. But yeah, I mean, this was okay when it first came out. So let's look at the accessories. So this is what it came with, and this is a parts former. This does form the top of the van, and then you add these treads on the bottom. But you know, it's cool because, you know, it gives homage to the original G1. You get 2 handguns, that shoulder or that missile launcher that goes on his back, and then this thing, I don't know what it is, but it's from the G1. And then these were cool. You get some Energon cubes, really nice. And this gray piece, I'm not sure what that is. It actually was in here on the back, but you can't transform it into the vehicle with it in there, so I had to take it off. I'm not really sure just what this is, and the instructions don't even show it either. And speaking of the instructions, let's go over this because this one's really cool. I have to show this. So let me go up a little bit here. So here's the instructions. Really nice artwork there. And what's really cool is this is done in the original G1 style. Look at that. This is really cool. Here you got the instructions, the yellow stripe, the black with the white text. Really G1 style. So I like that. That was cool. And then on the back, yeah, just showing you the other stuff. So that was the instructions. And the other cool thing that I really like is the bio card. So this is nice. Nice hard credit card plastic. The back, you know, the art design is pretty nice. It's kind of a bummer that they didn't make all of the characters, so you're not going to have a complete card set of these figures by Mech Planet Hot Soldiers. So that's a quick look at that. And then let's move here to New Age. So these are both by New Age, but let's go over their first version, their 1.0. And yeah, this, I guess it was okay at that time. This was before they were doing a better job on, you know, Hypertune aesthetics. So that's just a quick look at that. And then here's their more recent release, which I already did my review on it. And you can see, I mean, it's growing more and more on me. And I think that's just because the quality of the plastic, the finish looks like it's very premium. I like the transparent blue window. And it does definitely look more like the cartoon than their first version. So that was cool. But back to the first version, so I can show you here what it comes with. I didn't take this out, but now you know how I take care of my stuff. I do put them in the Ziploc bags. And it does come with the instructions, of course. Very plain and simple. You know, but I think they do a nice job on the instructions. I like the detailed drawings here for the instructions. Yeah, they're really nice. And then the red parts that are focused, the black arrows, really nice. So in case you wanted to see the transformation, there's the reference. And it comes with all these accessories here. So it comes with extra pair of hands, which are nice, I guess, but for me, they're not really practical because I don't use them. Plus, on a legend scale, some figure so small, I don't think having these tiny parts are needed. There's this gun, which is nice, and then that cement making thing. So that's their first version. And then their 2.0, which again, I already did my review. But yeah, it looks nice, and what's cool with this one is you do get this whatever you call it. It's this sled thing where you can attach all these accessories, which is a part of the G1 toy. So here's all the stuff you get, and this is what I think makes this cool. And that's something that Magic Square didn't give you, so I don't know how you want to compare that, but it's really a comparison between these two. And so now let's go over really quick the Magic Square. So since really this is a comparison between these two, let's just take a closer look at them and compare. So for the most part, both of these did a nice job capturing the cartoon aesthetic. No question, the sculpt and design of this one probably looks more cartoon accurate, like especially here, the forearm. And for me, I'm telling you, the top where it should be gray, I mean, I don't want to get all into it, but you know, that's what frustrates me about New Age, because they know, and I just don't understand why they omit doing certain things. But yeah, here's the difference, and I'm not going to say one's better than the other, but I will tell you, I think this one does look better for me. But the quality paint finish, I mean, look at this one does look nicer. I mean, it has that glossy look to it, the transparent blue windows. But here, at least this one, Magic Square did paint the window blue, and it's this metallic blue, so that looks really nice. And when it comes to the details, which I nitpick about, I think I already pointed out, you know, the sides here, those two gray pieces shouldn't be there. It should be just like that. So I don't want to go nitpicking all over, but I'll say when it comes to the cartoon aesthetics, which is what I look for, there's no question Magic Square, I think, did a better job. And I'm not going to say that this is not good because of the quality of the plastic, because this one kind of looks like the cartoon. It's just this, you know, better finish, look and finish, like premium almost. But that's not the really the main thing with the figure. And down here, oh my gosh, these are all the accessories that you get with Magic Square. They did not give you this, which would have been really nice, but they gave you all of this, which, okay, I already pointed out how I feel about these hands. They're nice to have, but you don't really use these. And from a design perspective, when you're, you know, talking about a really small figure, I'm not sure if that was necessary. And here, I don't know what episodes these came in, but I will say I don't think you needed to give 2 cement makers and 2 of these. So I think they could have just omitted that. These were just nice extra accessories. And then, oh man, these extra face plates, look at that. I mean, this is another accessory I think is just not needed on this legend scale figure, because you try changing this, it's ridiculously difficult and you might end up losing it, so I don't think it's worth it. And here's another accessory. I don't know what episode that came out, but I believe this actually goes on his wrist, or his, yeah, which, let me see if I can show you that real quick. I think you can flip this over. There's like a peg hole there. I don't know what episode this appeared in, but, and then you got something like this, whatever that is. That's kind of cool. Now, back to the accessories. These are the only accessories I think you need. Obviously, his handgun, which is just gray plastic, just fine. And his missile launcher that goes on his back. But that would have been nice if they gave you this sled thing, because that's where it goes on the original G1 toy. But they didn't. They gave you all this instead. And this jetpack. Oh yeah, I gotta give credit to, shout out to someone who mentioned that to me. I think it was Echo Transformer. Yeah, yeah, the episode where that appeared in. So that was really cool. So that's just another accessory. But another accessory I think was really needed was that drill that appeared in the second episode. So where is it here? Yeah, this drill. So that's really being nitpicky with these, all these accessories. So again, they give you all this that I don't think you need. Here's my thoughts on this. I don't think they should be making alternative faces for legend scale figures. And these are definitely nice accessories to have. So that's just a look at some of the legend scaled figures in their robot mode. So let's zoom out so you can just get a group shot of these guys again. And you can see, yeah, it's nice to have. This was okay, but yeah, their 2.0 obviously is much better. And then the first release, well, this is just an older figure, I guess, where this all started from. So, but now that's going. Now it comes down to these two. Yeah, there's some good things and bad things, but in talking with just the figure, I think Magic Square did a better job. Now when it comes to the engineering, transformation, yeah, I think Magic Square, you know, the van, the windows pushing in, maybe they could have toleranced that better. Here, transformation's a little bit easier, but the finished van looks like a really squished up van. So, I don't know. This is a toss-up again. But, so here's just a look at them and you decide. I'm just pointing out the difference. So now let's transform these guys and take a look at them in their vehicle mode. Okay, here's a look at both of them in their vehicle mode. And both of these, they do look pretty good, but there is some issues with both of them. The proportion's a little bit off, if you can see. New Age, it looks a little bit more boxed in, and Magic Square looks like it was a little elongated. But one thing I do appreciate is how Magic Square did give that back angle to be more cartoon accurate, which is missing here on New Age. And looking here up close at the rims, you can see Magic Square did extra work just to give you some nice detailed rims. So I think that was a nice touch. And then the back view, the smiley face. You could see the rear bumper. I think Magic Square did a nice job cleaning it up due to the transformation and no paint. This looks a little bit broken right there. The other side, the same thing. In the front view, can't really tell up close like this, but New Age is a little bit misproportioned where it's a little wider here, and Magic Square looks a little bit more accurate. And then the top, here's something I don't like. I don't like all this kibble here on New Age. They did give you a little bit gray there to be cartoon accurate, and Magic Square did the same, but it's black, which I don't like because that's not cartoon accurate. So that's just a look at them in their vehicle mode. And now in terms of the transformation design, well, New Age, this one's, you know, pretty easy and very intuitive. But Magic Square, this one's definitely more involved, like some of their other figures. But there's some issues, like this rear window, when you tab it in, it gets pushed in. But you can see I did a nice job of keeping it all nice and flush. So yeah, here you can see this is what I'm talking about. It's kind of getting pushed in like so, and then you just kind of got to start all over. But yeah, that's just one of the issues with the transformation. And oh, you know, I forgot to point out one other difference, which it doesn't make sense to me, but the window on New Age, they chose to give you a transparent blue plastic, which they didn't have to do that. They could have easily just painted it this metallic blue window, but for some reason they decided to do that. And that, to me, doesn't really make a difference in terms of you know, the quality of the figure. It's just, that was just a choice that they made for some reason. But it's amazing how they were able to match the paint. So that's pretty neat that they were able to do that. And speaking of the transformation, I didn't go over the instructions manual on Magic Square. So Magic Square, first of all, I do like their instructions, the way they did it. You have the red and the green for the focused areas, which is really nice. And one of the reasons why I'm showing you this is because the last part of the transformation, where you tab in that rear panel, like I was telling you, like right there, once you tab it in, it's just, yeah, it's hard to keep it flush. But just wanted to share that. And another difference between these two is the bio card. So I really like this. I really like how Magic Square gives you all these bio cards, and I'm looking forward to having all the characters in this mini bio card. And you don't get that with New Age. Even though on Facebook, I do see posts where, you know, it looks like it comes with a bio card, but I never got any. So yeah, just that's another difference. And now let's just bring in these other two so we can see all of them. So here you can see the New Age's first version, which compared to their second release, I mean, yeah, it's just, there's just all the differences, so it just depends. I think I already pointed out their first version, I think, is made to be more realistic, like with the windshield wipers, very detailed, like toy version. And then over here, one of the first Legends, yeah, this, you could see that doesn't really look too good. It doesn't clean up very well back, but this was an older figure, so I guess it's forgivable. This was maybe the start of these, so you can see there's just a difference between all of them. But it really comes down to just these two, New Age or Magic Square. And yeah, I'm not going to say one's better than the other. There's obviously the differences that I pointed out. And I'll tell you, in my opinion, I like Magic Square, especially in the robot mode. It looks really, really nice. Looks a lot like the cartoon. New Age's second version, I think they did a nice job, but you know, I'm looking at all things, you know, just the overall finish, transformation. Yeah, you know, there's little things here and there on both of them, but for the most part, I think they're both okay. But in my opinion, I actually like the Magic Square a lot better. So that's my look in comparison between the New Age and Magic Square.